Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to start with our IXL math lesson. And I just want to remind you how to log into IXL. You go to your, if you have an iPad, there's the app that's green and it says IXL, those letters. You just press that app and then you find the search bar here. And you are going to write the code for today's learning, which is P85. It's the same code that we used on Tuesday. So we are subtracting a one-digit number. That's a number that only has one digit in it from a two-digit number with regrouping. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. And for the first problem today, I am going to go step by step on how to use the tens and ones strategy. So we want to make sure that we are practicing this strategy because it's going to be efficient maybe later on, and it's good to know different strategies so that just in case we want to practice it and get better at it, we can. So here we have 13 minus 7. So I know that 13 is my minuend, that's the total that I have, and our 7 is our subtrahend, the number that we are taking away from our total, and what we're trying to figure out is our difference. So I'm going to start by making my tens and ones chart. So 10 here and then ones, and I can see 13 has one 10. Wow, this is a simple one. Has one 10 and it has 3 ones. So I'm going to put 1 10 under the 10 column and 3 ones under the ones column. Okay, and I know I'm supposed to be subtracting 7. So when I look at this number on the one side, I see 3 ones, but I know I cannot subtract 7 from that because there's just not enough ones. So what I need to do is get my 10. We're borrowing a 10, and we are going to decompose that 10 rod into 10 units or 10 ones. So I have to redraw all of the 10 ones, and I like to group my ones into fives because I love counting by fives, and it's a lot easier for me to subtract from there. So I have 4, 5, and then 10. Beautiful. So now I have enough ones to subtract 7 ones from. So I'm going to use a different color just to show my thinking a lot clearer. So I know 7 has 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So now I see that my ones, I have 6 ones. And remember that this 10 was taken away and regrouped into 10 units, so it's not there anymore. So I actually have 0 tens. And I'm not going to write 0 because when we see the number 6, we know that 6 is actually not written 0, 6. It's just 6 by itself. So I don't have to write anything here. I'm just going to leave the 6, and then I'm going to plug it into my my equation. So 13 minus 7 equals 6. And let's see if we're correct using this tens and ones. Yes, we are. Beautiful. So now I'm going to clear this, and I want you at home to try to solve this equation by using a strategy that you think is efficient. So one that might be quick and accurate. So teachers are going to use this time to share their work, and when they're ready, they're going to give me a thumbs up so that we can have a discussion about what they did and how it's efficient. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, Ms. Hernandez, would you like to go first? I will put your...
So I was thinking of counting back. So I started with the number 63. To take away 9, I just pretended I had 9 counters and I crossed them out as I counted back. So I had in my mind 63, and then take away 9, 63, go back 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, and 54. So I got my answer as 54.
Wow. So this kind of reminds me of the counting back strategy, but you also you mixed two strategies into one, and I love that. That's using like a new strategy that I've never thought about before. So you used counters and counting back. So you knew that 63 was your minuend, your total, and you're counting back from there. And you use counters to help you visualize that counting back. So 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, and 54. And your answer is 54. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez, for sharing that efficient strategy with us. All right, we're going to move on to the next problem, and Ms. T is actually going to solve this problem using an efficient strategy. So let's put in this 54 before we go, 54, and let's see if our answer is correct. Of course it is, because Ms. Hernandez is an excellent mathematician. So now we have 70 minus 6, and Ms. T is going to work to figure out what's an efficient strategy to use for this equation. And friends at home, remember, you can pause the video to work on this equation alongside with us to get that practice and see if you got the correct answer with us. Ms. T, when you're ready, just give me a thumbs up. Ooh, that was quick. It must be a really efficient strategy.
That's what you told me to do.
All right, go ahead, Ms. T.
So with the other problems, I had tried Mr. Zaz's strategy, but for this one, I realized like 70 is already kind of like a friendly number for me because I love the tens. And so I use Ms. Hernandez's number line strategy of counting back by ones too. Because 6 is such a small number, it's really easy for me to hold that number, counting back one at a time to get to 64. So I just showed my counting back with a number line.
Ooh, beautiful. So I see that you probably started with 70.
Yes. And then I went back 6 times, one at a time, to 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, then 64.
Ooh, beautiful. And I see that in this strategy, you didn't do the tick marks, right? And so that might have saved some time for you. Or did you? And I just can't see.
No, I didn't. Sorry, I just jumped 6 hops back.
No, but that is an efficient way to do it too, because it saves time from drawing those tick marks and then going back. So I did that strategy, and it was a lot faster than the last time I did it.
And I think that we're okay to do the bunny hops, because I was thinking, why do I not put tick marks? Because I think if I'm making the same kind of jump, it's okay. But if I'm making very different jumps, like I took away 10 and then a 5 and then a 1, I might want to put tick marks because that might help me be more organized. But when they're all the same, I think it's safe to kind of just do the same bunny hops.
Thank you for that. Yeah. So here we got 64, and it took us less than a minute to use that strategy. And then, so let's put in the number and let's see if Miss T is just as great with her math as Miss Hernandez. So we have 70 minus 6 equals 64. And let's see what we got. Yay! Awesome job, Miss T. So friends at home, you have a lot more problems to do than we are doing together. So you can use any strategy that you think is efficient for you. Remember, we talked about in the last video that it might be that a strategy that's quick and might be the most efficient for me is not the same efficient strategy for you. So you think about what that means for you. And if you want to try something new, feel free to do that as well, to practice maybe a strategy that you're having a little bit of challenge with and you want to get better at. So you have a lot more chances to practice. We're going to have the iExcel here so that you can work on. And remember, the code is P85. Search for that in the search bar. And then we'll also upload some Seesaw math subtraction fluency so that you can work on that as well. Have a great time practicing your math. We can't wait to see you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.